kind of look like a mess. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, first person here is Benita. Does Christopher the Capricorn want to fix things between us? Okay, let's see. Uh, I don't see things getting fixed anytime soon. I don't know when the last time you spoke to him was, because it looks here like there's time and space, and there's distance between the two of you. I don't think you guys are going to reconnect or fix things anytime soon. I mean, I'm not going to say never because I never say never, but it doesn't look like it's on his mind right now. Um, Cinnamon, when I texted Jamel this morning, how did he feel about what I said to him? Okay, let's see. How did he feel about what I said to him? All right, I don't know what you said to him, but he's got the Five of Swords here, which is like arguments or being defensive. Were you mean to him? Now, here's the thing, too. He feels a little bit uprooted or ungrounded, but you have a wish around the situation. So whatever you said, maybe it got to him. He feels a little bit weak, too. I don't know. He's feeling weak. He's feeling a little bit argumentative, and he's feeling like a little bit uprooted. Good news is you have a wish around this situation. Talia, general for tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow looks good. You got communication from somebody out of the blue, maybe somebody that you haven't heard from in some time. You could have a new beginning. This is usually has something to do with business, but it could be in love because you have the soulmate connection card here. You also may have feeling like you got some good luck coming to you and no longer feeling stuck in the mud, but feeling like things are starting to move forward. I think tomorrow's a good day. Mustafa. I don't see it yet. Let me do new me. What will the Lux ritual bring in? Okay, it shows be prepared because it's going to bring in lots of choices. There actually may be something in front of you right now that you're just not seeing. The sun is in reverse. It brings in happiness, but it may take some time. Could also bring in a whole hell lot of money with the Ten of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. That may happen quickly. Talia, will my mom and aunt sign another lease together? I think so. Two aces would be 70% chance yes, and the world. I think so, yeah. SMJ, what are V's feelings for me versus L? I mean, I can't really weigh what somebody's feelings one person against the other. There's no way to measure feel like I can't really measure one person against the other. The only thing that I can tell you is that if you're putting yourself in a situation where you're competing for somebody's attention against another, like if it's like me competing for a guy's attention with another woman, the energy goes to the person that cares less. So if you're focused on L and what L means to him, that creates an energetic loop around the two of them. So then he's going to be spending more time, or his interest will fall with L. I get questions like that a lot. I can't, like, you can't, there's no way for me to measure how one person feels versus, there's no measurement. Like, what, he thinks you're nice, but he doesn't think she's nice enough. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way to go one against the other. I can tell you if there's something going on between the two of them. But once again, when you focus on somebody being with somebody else, it puts energy to the situation. It gives that situation a lot of energy. Are they a couple? Because it looks like the Judgment card is here, which would be being guided by the divine, and there's a wish around the situation. Plus, he's got the King of Cups. Two of Wands. If they're a couple and they're together, I would say, I don't see a breakup happening here. I don't know what the situation is exactly, but I would keep your options open. That's what I would do. Because it doesn't look like there's trouble around the two of them, but I don't know if they're a couple yet. He has choices, though. It shows that he's got choices. But once again, the person that has choices, right, that person's calling the shots. You want to be the one calling the shots in your own life. So if you're turning over the decision to him, he's the one that's in control. Then then you're not the one controlling your own destiny. Which means if you're focused on somebody else, that person gets the energy. I know it's a pain in the ass. To be 100% honest, I would say keep your options open, because I don't think that I think that V is tied up with this person, and I think that's where his head is right now. Jamie, will Kenneth reach out before the year ends? Possibly. Yeah. You got a good chance he reaches out before the end of the year, because there's perseverance around him. I would say you should be hearing from him relatively soon. Yeah. Kira, is Daniel trying to slowly move in with me? He's leaving things here now. Yeah, he may be, but it may be like subconscious. He may not be like, it might not be like an intention kind of a thing. He just may be feeling comfortable. He's leaving things there. He's expecting to be there. I think eventually he does move in, or you guys move in together at some point. I don't know, though, that he's doing it on purpose with the intention of moving in, or if it's just like a subconscious thing. Either way. I told him that I don't like inconsistency. Don't tell me that you want to be with me, and then you're not even here. On this second year that he's doing this. Yeah, let me tell you something. The people that I have no patience for are the people that ghost, and I have no patience for the in and out inconsistent nonsense. Get your act together. Get your fucking act together. Kira, weekend. Got a nice weekend. You got the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. Could come in here with the Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups is pleasant when it comes to love. You've got a wish that comes in, peace, serenity, choices this weekend. You may have a couple of different options as far as like social activities. It should be a good weekend. Mustafa, deleted and changed the question. How did the man S think and feel when I told him jokingly how he told his parents my secrets? And also about the stuff I told him about his wife. Okay, well, he felt like you called him out on the carpet, and he felt like it was uncalled for, or there was like an injustice around the situation. He may be, I don't know how he acted when you said it to him, but he may be angry with you. And he just may be pulling his energy back. I think that he knows that he can't pull one over on you. So he's going to hold him, he's going to walk away, pull his energy back, and kind of disappear. I think he feels like you called him out on his bullshit, and people don't like to be called out on their bullshit. And now, I think he's going to try to stay away from you because I think he knows that you're on to him. Sister, I texted him early, no response. What's he thinking? You're gonna hear from him. He's gonna reach out. You know, he's got a little bit of regret. Like, I don't know if you guys spoke since, you know, he said that shit to you. He may feel bad about what he said. He might apologize for it. I mean, it's like he feels a little bit of regret around it. He's got persistence coming in, and then the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, feeling like the hard work that you've put into this situation is going to come back to you. I think he's going to want to see you at some point. You're going to figure out a way that you guys can meet up. I think he's going to try to treat you with a little bit more respect with the Six of Pentacles. I mean, I don't like this shit that he said to you, but I think he's going to try to apologize for it. Not that it makes it right, but he may try to treat you a little bit better in the near future. So that's up to you whether or not you want to see him or meet up with him. But I think that's what's going to come up next. Good. I hope he does feel bad. I hope he is regretful. I think he realizes that he screwed up. Yeah. And he's listening to his intuition. He's going to reach out. I don't remember when the last time you spoke to him or where you guys are right now. I just remember that you had that little argument kind of. But I think he reaches out. He's going to want to try to get together with only you. And that's going to be your choice at that point. I think you guys at some point do get together. Liz, will Ruben try to contact me this weekend? I don't think this weekend. No, I don't think this weekend. Moon, what's coming in between N and me? Between N and you, it looks like persistence can make this relationship change for the better quickly. But as far as like connecting as on a soulmate level, the timing may not be there. If the two of you are in a relationship, lovers in reverse can indicate a breakup. But even with a breakup, it still shows that perseverance can change things for the better quickly. So you may, sometimes relationships have to go through that. They got to go through somewhat of a crisis and then you build back. I don't know where you guys are on the situation. It does look like around you, you've got choices around you. Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. I don't know what his sign is, but if he's not an earth sign, you might have one coming in. Nine of Cups. You have a wish around this situation, and you do have balance coming back to your life. So let's see what happens. I wouldn't expect a commitment from him right now if you guys aren't in a committed relationship already. I think it might take time before that happens because Lovers is in reverse. Talia, will I have to get another job or will my business be enough in the long run? Okay, will I have to get another job? I don't think you're going to need to get another job. No, I don't see you getting another job. Looks like balance comes in around your business that moves forward quickly. Or grows fast. Yeah, I don't think you're going to need to get another job. Sister, old guy I haven't messaged in 4 months. What's he think? He may think that he's not going to hear from you again. Two of Cups is in reverse. He may feel like, yeah, he may be feeling bad. Good. Two of Wands is in reverse, and so is the Seven of Wands, and Two of Cups. I'm thinking that he may be taking notice that you've disappeared. Things took a turn for the worse for him, and he's feeling bad that he hasn't heard from you. Knight of Swords. I'm wondering if you're going to hear from him out of the blue. Wouldn't that be something? I mean, I don't like him if it's the same guy that we're talking about, but it's only my opinion. But, you know, that happens. It happens all the time. As soon as one person's life moves forward just a little bit and the energy is taken off that situation, then all of a sudden that person takes notice. You know, even, like, they don't even have to know. Like, they don't know that you're interested in someone else or that someone else is around you. They just feel it or something just changes. It's amazing when that happens. It's frustrating, too, because why doesn't it happen when you want it to happen? But you can make it happen, but I just feel like it's a really hard thing to teach people. I mean, because, I mean, I don't even know if I've ever had it work for me. Except for years ago, I had a situation where that, but, and it can't be your intention. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, I've seen it happen. I know it works. It's just not so easy to explain. Mustafa. How is the man as his current situation with his wife H? They're newlyweds. I don't ask for gossip. There's reasons I ask. Okay, let's see. It's not the best marriage. I got to tell you that right now. I don't see any love here between the two of them. The Seven of Pentacles would be somebody, one of them feels like I put in a whole lot of work, but I'm not getting a payoff. It's like I do all the work here, but I'm just not feeling it in return. The Knight of Wands, maybe that same person feels like they were very ambitious. They threw themselves into this, and then it just didn't pay off. The Tower is here. It's in reverse, so it's not like a total crisis, but they may have big blow-ups or big arguments. Five of Wands is, it is arguments, but I feel like the wands isn't as bad as the swords, but it's still not pleasant. Um, the Queen of Swords is here, which is like Sharpie bitch energy, you know, like bitchy energy. Seven of Swords is here too. Somebody may feel very betrayed by the other person at some point. I mean, to me, it's always interesting when newlyweds, you know, it's like, it's one thing if like somebody's been married for 10 years, but especially if they're young, you know, because like they call it the honeymoon phase because that's what it is. So it's always interesting when that shows up, but anyway. Lady, I'm wondering if Fernando ever told Esteban about us, or will he if he hasn't? Okay. Has Fernando ever told Esteban about us? Yes, I do think he has. I think that, yes, I think he has. Mustafa. There it is. I'm about to hang out with the man S. I know that with S. How will he think and feel if I say all the things that I want to say and then warn him? I'll send a jinn spirit to him if he ever pisses me off. Okay, let's see. Oh man, he's going to feel, first of all, he's going to feel very weak. He's also going to feel very disrespected. He's going to feel unstable, unlucky, unhappy. And he's going to spend a lot of time thinking about it. Yeah. He's not going to be thrilled with you if you say all this stuff. And he's not going to be thrilled about that spirit. Kiki, how is my health doing? Overall, it looks like it's going to change for the better quickly, but you have the devil here. So there's a habit or something that you may be doing that's affecting your health. You must know what it is. Whatever it is, if you cut that out, things will improve. I mean, things are already improving with the Eight of Wands. And you know that I always tell you go see a doctor if you think maybe you need a checkup or something. But whatever that devil is, you know, it could be anything from eating too much sugar, drinking too much, some sort of drug of some type. I mean, and the devil could be anything. It could be like you take too many, I don't know, Tylenol. From what I think, from what I hear, you're not supposed to mix Tylenol with liquor. I don't know. Anyway, whatever it is, take notice of what the devil is around your health. Kiki, is Zach going to reach out soon? I think that, yeah, I think that you could hear from him like maybe around the end of the year, beginning of next year. I feel like he's around, or like he's lurking around, like in the area, in the vicinity, something like that. Or you could hear something about him, or somebody may tell you something about him. I don't know. It's like he's around. Oh, you're joking, Mustafa, about which one? About sending the jinn over? Is that how you say it, jinn? Moon, how does this person feel about me? Okay, how does this person feel about me? They think that you're focused, spontaneous, loving, kind, stable, passionate, creative, that you have long-term potential, or that you have a lot of potential for the future to be very successful, and that you're very intelligent with the Hermit, someone who's very intelligent. Oh, you're taking a new anxiety medication. Doesn't it take a while for it to kick in when you change medications? Either way, as long as it's helping. Cosmic, what does Chris from work feel or think of me? He thinks that you're kind, caring, compassionate, intelligent, hardworking. May think that you're very strong, courageous, loyal, has a lot of respect for you. Yeah, thinks that you're very successful, or that you're going to be very successful. And that you're very intuitive and attractive. No, I don't like being, and I don't like to suggest to people, you know, oh, try this or take that. But sometimes people need it. You know, like, like I had a friend, you know, the friend that I always talk about that didn't date anyone for like 20 years. She saw a therapist, and the therapist had suggested that she go to like a psychiatrist and get some kind of antidepressants. And I used to say to her, I don't think that you have like, I mean, I'm no doctor, but like, I don't think that you have like depression. I think that you're upset about the situation. You know, it's like you feel stuck in your life. You feel depressed about the situation, but I didn't feel like in other words, I felt like if she met somebody on Tuesday and all of a sudden she was dating someone else, bam, the depression was going to go away. You know, whereas there are people that suffer from depression that doesn't matter what comes into their life. Like they could win $1 million. They could have the best husband in the world. They're still depressed. Like that person, I feel, is the person that needs medication. I didn't feel like she needed it anyway. So they put her on something. I don't know what it was, but she used to call them happy pills. They didn't make her happy. And not only that, she hallucinated like a tarantula was coming down like the door in her bedroom. I was like, you got to get off that medication. She was like, I think they made me hallucinate. And I was like, yeah, please. Like that, see, that's the thing. But that's the same thing with like when we talk about energy too. Like if somebody, right, if you're depressed and you can't get out of bed and you're upset and you can't eat, and then all of a sudden he calls or sends a text message and now everything is right in the world, like you got bigger problems because he or her, whoever it is, depending on the person, shouldn't change like your outlook on life, because then that person has too much control. Like you should be able to function with or without this person. Sometimes I see that happen. Like people will be like, my whole life sucks, everything sucks, my job sucks, I hate my family, I hate my house. Then all of a sudden the guy calls and now it's like, oh, everything's fine. And I'm like, okay, everything's really not fine, but but you see what I mean? Like either way, like the dependence on the drug or the dependence on that person and how they're treating you in that moment, either way there's more work that's got to get done on the inside, you know? No, some people need it, you know, and it really, and it works. And sometimes you just may need to get over the hump. I kind of grew out of it. I still get it, but I don't get it the way I used to get it. Some depression is circumstantial, whereas some of, yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, right, exactly. Like, I really felt like if Mr. Wonderful rang her doorbell on Tuesday, she would be like, okay, everything's okay. I'm like, I don't think you need those pills. Anyway, she stopped taking them because of the tarantula. Anyhow, that was a long time ago, and she has since gotten married and moved on. Sandy, will I get my cycle tomorrow? It hasn't come yet. Okay, let's see. I don't know if it's going to come tomorrow either. I'm not getting any aces. It might not come tomorrow. Empress, General. Could have a new business opportunity. Now, Ace of Pentacles could be like a job offer where you're working for someone else. The Page of Pentacles could be a side business, or it could be you being really focused on a certain idea of how to make money a different way. It does look like you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is money's coming in, and you have Seven of Pentacles in reverse, which would be like the hard work I've put into my career finally coming back to me, or the hard work I put in looking for a job, whatever it is. You've got a Capricorn around you that could be significant. Excuse me, you got some ambition and perseverance, which should help you land a very high-paying job in the near future. I think you're looking for a job, right? I can't remember. I think so. Divine Spirit. The Five of Earth. Fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. The Knight of Water. Emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, falling in love or wedding proposals. The need to balance emotions and invitation to a social event. Life experience, Archangel Chamuel. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. Archangel Chamuel. Kiki, General for myself. Your life starts to move forward. You got the Chariot here and things moving forward. Also could be Cancer comes in. Starting a new journey brings you feeling like the world is at your feet. It also looks like the Five of Pentacles is in reverse. You could be paying off a debt or a loan or putting money aside for something. And the Moon is here, which is listen to your intuition. Intuition is spot on. Walking away from things that no longer serve you, and you may get a new job or business opportunity. April. Love for the next 2 weeks. So on point, my friend always claims she's depressed and takes pills, but once the guy gives her attention, yeah. Yes. Love for the next 2 weeks. Hearing from somebody out of the clear blue that you haven't spoken to in some time. A love interest that's around you currently. Things could change for the better quickly. Feeling like you're being guided by the divine. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is spot on. You've got, yeah, your intuition is spot on. And you're stepping into your own strength. You could have a soulmate connection coming in over the next 2 weeks. Well, there's a Leo here. There's also a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I don't see that Aries right now, but that doesn't mean anything. The Aries could still be around. And the same with the other guys. They just may not be showing in this reading. But soulmate connection could come in over the next 2 weeks. Oh, damn, here's the Aries. So maybe that Aries shows up in the next 2 weeks. It's hard to lock it into exact time, especially now with the holidays coming. You know, everybody's could be a little bit upside down, but let's see what happens. Adriana, when will I get intimate with him? It could be within the next 9 weeks. The diamonds would be this winter, and we're on the brink of winter. I'm going to say within the next 9 weeks. Lady Libra, will Esteban confront me about Fernando again? Hope you can give me more. Well, I don't know what's going on in this situation, so I can't, I don't really know it's a yes and no question, so I can't really give you more if I don't know what's going on. Will he confront me about Fernando again? I don't think he's going to confront you again. I think he's going to let it go. 8 of Cups. Walking away from it. Well, I don't know what the situation is. 8 of Cups could be that he turns around and walks away from the situation. But I don't know what the situation is between the three of you. It depends what's going on between the two of you. If you've been having a lot of trouble with him and you're lying to him about something, 8 of Cups can make him walk away. If you're not lying to him and you're telling him the truth, then the 8 of Cups, I'm going to say he's going to let it go. He's not going to bring it up again. But I don't know what the situation is, so I can't really go much deeper. Okay, what my thing is, if you're lying, like people, even if they don't know it, have a very good sense of intuition. They know when you, I believe that you can't pull the wool over somebody's eyes. You know, like if you lie, I don't think he's going to believe you. I would be honest. If they're friends or something like that, and then they like, I wouldn't lie. I would tell the truth. If you did something in the past that happened before you were with him, you can't change what you did in the past when you weren't with him. That's too bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you dated somebody, you're screwed around with somebody before you met him, that's too bad like that's just life. You can't be held responsible for it. But if they're friends and you lie to him and he finds out the truth, that could be the 8 of Cups that he walks away then. Adriana, how could I be having a date? When could I be having a date? When could we be having an actual date? Soon, maybe within the next 2 weeks. Let me go back up to the top. Desiree, love. No longer feeling stuck in the mud. You feel like your love life is moving forward. You may need to have a little bit of patience. Things are about to fall into place. If you're not with anyone right now, you got an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. You also have a Leo coming in and strength and courage coming in around a current relationship if you're in one, or a new relationship would be something that clicks and would be a strong relationship with success around it. So love should be improving for you regardless of where you are in your life. Um, Priscilla, general reading for the next week. Maybe reconnecting with an old friend from the past. You also may be focused on a Page of Pentacles could be like being focused on a new business or a new business idea. The world is at your feet. I don't know where you are with your love life, but the Lovers here is in reverse. So you may feel disappointed or let down by love, or if you're in a relationship, there could be trouble. There could be a breakup or some kind of a disturbance. But the good news is you have a wish around it. Now, if you're not with anyone right now, I would say you have an Aquarius coming in. That you also have a Capricorn coming in, and you could be in a committed relationship with one of these two people, but they're new people. Rhonda, my job security, also love and finances for the next 30 days. Job looks like it's relatively secure. Listen to your intuition. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse can indicate that your finances and career are moving forward over the next 30 days. Three of Pentacles looks like a stable relationship with, for as far as business is concerned. Now, I don't know if that's like your day job or if you have a side business, but that could be something that brings in extra money. Money looks okay. As far as love is concerned, it looks like you're being guided by the divine, and you have a new love interest coming in that will have happiness come in out of the clear blue. Could be with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Money is good, though. 10 of Pentacles. Money should be good. I think that your job is secure. For now, anyway, you know. Janie, will Jerry and I talk again, and if so, when? Yeah, you should talk again. Let's see. Maybe not until the spring. Possibly the month of March. I would say late March, once we get into the spring. M in love. Things should change for the better for you out of the blue quickly with the Eight of Wands. No longer feeling stuck in the mud. A new opportunity shows up. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Pisces coming in that you may meet around work or school. You also have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They both look like fresh new energy, and the fire sign looks like they come in with a lot of success. Allison, general. you've got success coming in around a new job opportunity. No longer feeling stuck in the mud, but feeling like your career is moving forward. Yeah. You're no longer holding yourself back. You move forward when it comes to business, jobs, career, something like that. Sarah, intentions of the Pisces. I don't know. I mean, it shows that this person does have a lot of respect for you with the Six of Pentacles, but the Two of Cups and the Empress are both in reverse. So I would think that this person doesn't put in a whole lot of effort at this point. And the Tower's in reverse, which is not like a... Tower in reverse is not the hugest disaster, but you may feel like this situation is not going anywhere, and you may decide to move on to something else. You may feel like he just doesn't put in enough effort. Sinead, will me and Kay speak soon? Yeah, I think you will speak soon. Nawal, does S love me? I'm not seeing love right now. I'm not seeing love just yet. Priscilla L in general. Got the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands. Feeling like life is changing for the better quickly and good luck is coming in. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a slow mover, but it's slow and steady wins the race. So that's not a bad thing. You've got the Seven of Cups, which means you should have choices around you. If you're not with anybody right now, like relationship-wise, you have a Sagittarius and you also have a Libra. Nine of Wands, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. I can finally exhale. Looks like you may have some money coming your way, too. Avery walking the I love the jeans. She's got so many pairs, and I think that they're so cute. But more than just that, they're like tough because she's like, she wants to move things, right? And she's like the laundry basket, and she's like, she's got a purpose. She's pushing the basket. Like, where are you going with the basket? Anyhow, but I love those jeans. Like, I want to say like 90% of her clothes were hand-me-downs, and they're so cute. I mean, I bought one piece of clothing for her. That was it. And then some people gave me new stuff, like as gifts, but and the stuff is like brand new. Now, one of my friends I worked with at A&P is having a baby, and hopefully it's going to be a girl, and I can pass this stuff along. She should find out in a couple of weeks. But I love the jeans. And, you know, it's funny because those jeans are 3 to 6 months, and she still fits in them. But then there are some clothes, like the pajamas that are like 9 months, and she doesn't fit in. She's got to wear the 12. Adriana, when is my sister having a boyfriend? This winter. The ace could be the beginning of the year. It also could be the beginning of any month, but the diamonds would be this winter. When am I having babies? Could be a couple of years away. I mean, you have children here. You got the Empress, but it could take some time. Yeah, it may be slow to happen. I'm going to say maybe within the next 3 years. I don't know. Timing is difficult, and I feel like when we get too far out, I feel like there's too much that can change between now and then. You know what I mean? Thing is that the Empress is here, so you should have children. Mia, future actions towards me by S. Well, you got the Magician here. Focus on what you want because you just might get it. Two of Cups is in reverse, which is kind of like you may feel like he doesn't put in any effort or you're not getting a commitment, but hey, maybe you don't want a commitment. Focus on what you want with the Magician. I think that you at least have some communication coming in here in the near future. Oh God, it just disappeared. Damn it. Julia, will I get communication from A? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you will. And Yukriti, H's actions and intentions about me. You may be feeling like he's not putting in any effort. Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups are both in reverse. He actually may be very busy with school or work or whatever it is he does all day with the Eight of Pentacles. But sooner or later that changes and he's not holding himself back. And then things could move forward. Being guided by the Divine with the Judgment card, but it seems like things are very slow and static around this situation right now. Fia, love reading. You got a soulmate connection coming in here. If you're not with anyone right now, soulmate comes in, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and no longer feeling like you're stuck. Magician, you can manifest the person that you want. You know what I mean? So with the Magician, put out into the universe that I want somebody who is, I don't know, 6 feet tall. He's into his health, like he takes care of himself physically. He likes to go fishing, whatever. Put it out into the universe because that person could show up with the Magician card and with the soulmate connection. Things should be good with your love life. If you're not with anyone right now, you can call in exactly the kind of person that you want to be with. Beautiful one. How would it be if I get into a relationship with him? I don't know about it. It's like the Five of Cups, like you may regret it. You may feel he may do something that you find to be betraying. The Moon is in reverse, which means a secret could get exposed. I don't know if this would be a great relationship. There's a lot of arguments. I don't know. It may not be, the relationship with him may be better in your head than it is in reality. You ever have that happen? That's what it could be. You might think highly of him, and then when you really get into that situation, you might not be feeling it the same, or you could feel it's somewhat of a disappointment. April, general with Peter and I'm starting to miss this guy, but holding myself back. I hope that we would have a chance to see what could happen. All right, let's see. I don't judge you. I just think that you would get a better result if you put in a little bit more effort. Because this guy is very slow. I can't remember. Did he reach out recently? Because you got slow and steady here. I mean, I'm not going to, I don't tell people what to do. If you don't want to reach out to him, you don't have to. I'm not going to tell you to. But it's in order to get this relationship, the ball rolling, I think you need to. Otherwise, you could be waiting a long time with the Knight of Pentacles. Now, do you really miss him, or are you just bored and lonely? Because that might be what it is. You know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes it's like, well, there's nothing else going on, so I just want someone to talk to, or I want to be in a relationship with someone, and he was the only person that you were talking to in the moment. You know, doesn't mean he's going to be the only guy around you. Yeah, it's like you got a long road ahead of you. But Knight of Cups, he's going to reach out at some, Knight of Pentacles, he reaches out at some point. It could take time. So that's why I always say to people, and that was even suggested to me years ago with one of the Law of Attraction people, was like, why are you letting him make the choices? Why aren't you making the choices? And I didn't want to. I did not want to reach out. I was hell bent on not reaching out. And she was like, if you don't reach out, you're going to wait a long time. If you do reach out, you could hear from him right now. So I reached out, and then that was it. I got over it. Like, for me, it was like, I felt like my heart was pounding. I didn't want to do it. I felt like negative. And she said to me, don't do it when you feel negative. Wait until the moment is right and then reach out. And I reached out and he answered me. And then that was it. I got over it. So that's why I'm saying if you reach out to him, things can move forward fast. Otherwise, it's going to take time. Lovers here is in reverse. Strength is in reverse. But eventually he does reach out. I don't know how long, though, it's going to take. It could take maybe a week or so. Maybe 2 weeks. Judgment's in reverse. The timing isn't great around this. There is potential, though. You got the Four of Wands. There is potential. So that's up to you. How will my boss, A, the Capricorn, react to my request? She offered me a little, but I was like, what the hell? Yeah. She said she would, oh, God, I can't stand that. And she should let me know within a week. All right, how will my boss react to my request? Okay, let's see. I think she's going to try to get you what you want, because you got the Knight of Cups and things move forward. You may have to have patience. That's the only thing. You may have to have patience. Cause for celebration. You should get what you want, or you should get close to what you want. Good. I'm glad. What happens if I reach out to Peter? How will he react, and what would happen after that? Okay, let's see. I mean, he's a little all over the place. He's a little bit inconsistent. Like I said, I don't know if you're 100% into him, or if you just want somebody to be around, because it looks like he could be inconsistent even after you talk to him. He may want to hang out. You guys may actually hang out, but then he may pull his energy back again. And then he comes forward again. I can't stand this inconsistent crap. Listen to your intuition. That's what I'm going to tell you to do. Listen to your intuition. If you don't want to reach out to him and you feel negative about it, don't do it. Don't do it. But I would take your mind off of him and try to forget about him a little bit, because that could at least shift the energy a little bit. And then he may come back a little bit more with the ambition, but he does come off, Gemini, but, you know, in and out. Like, he could tell you, okay, yeah, we'll get together next week. And he says it, but then you don't hear from him. Now, for him, I'm not making excuses for him, because I can't stand this bullshit. But sometimes people are like, yeah, next week, and then next week comes and they kind of lose track of time and days and it just blends in. Meanwhile, I would be like, it's Wednesday at 6 o'clock. You said you were going to text me. How come I didn't get the text message? Because that's how I am. Not everyone else is like that. I don't know. I don't know. I think if you reach out to him, you'll get a response. I think that you guys are going to talk about getting together. Um, but I don't know if it's going to happen as fast as you want it to. It's up to you. I don't think you want to reach out to him. So if you've got negativity around the situation, I would wait until that clears and you feel like you want to reach out to him. I don't understand why somebody would wait 15 years to hear from an ex because usually they're an asshole anyway. But this is the thing. Most of the time, it's not about this crazy connection we feel to this ex. Most of the time, it's because there's nobody else around and everybody wants to be loved. That's it. That's how we are as human beings. You can tell me that you don't want it, but I'm not going to believe you because that's what humans want. Humans want to be loved. Even, like people, they want to be accepted. Nobody wants to be excluded from the group. Everybody wants to be loved. So sometimes I feel like people that are waiting and waiting and waiting are just, they haven't met anyone else that resonates with them, or they feel like, and they're like, well, where's my ex? It's too many people that are looking back and not enough people that are looking forward. Always looking backwards. Who's coming back? Who's coming back? Well, why do you want somebody coming back when they already left? Well, you think they're not going to leave again? I don't know. I guess I've been through those types of relationships in the past with like here today, then tomorrow, gone tomorrow, and then come back again with a song and a dance. And I just got to the point in my life where I'm like, I don't fucking care anymore. Like, really. But I think I think a lot of it has to do with that. We want to be loved and, I mean, because in 15 years, like you're really pining away over that person. You know how I felt once? This is when I was in high school. I felt at that time like I liked this guy, and I just felt like, you know what? Nothing ever works out for me anyway. So what's the difference who I like? Because they never liked me anyhow. So I'm just gonna like him, and nothing ever happened with him and I. But I think that like it wasn't even about him. I didn't know him that well. I mean, at all. But anyway. T-Vet, general for me and Aaron. Relationship could strengthen. You might need to have a little bit of patience with him, though. He's not going to hold himself back. He's going to take off the restraints at some point and come forward a little bit more, but you might have to have patience. You have a wish around the situation, but you have choices. You got the Seven of Cups. Air sign is here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I don't know what his sign is, but if he's not an air sign, you got an air sign coming in who could be of significance. Starting a new journey. You could start a new journey with him. Where was I? What happened with the lady that was waiting 15 years? Did she ever hear from him? The thing is, and it could be worse to wind up hearing from them after 15 years. Like every time, I mean, I've had a lot of those relationships, right? Like the sailor did that to me. And I feel like I, it wouldn't have been so, all right, the first time he ghosted me, right? If I had just gotten over it and moved on, I would have just gotten over it and moved on. But then he came back, and then it's like I let him do it to me again. And then that went on for like 4 years. But I feel like it was like I was letting it happen. Like, you know how he is. Why are you even, like, don't talk to him. Why are you talking to him? Like, what was wrong with me? I really wanted it to work out. An asshole I was. I was a real asshole with him, because I was always sending him packages and sending him letters, and I didn't really get much from him ever. But a whole lot of lies. He was one of these liars too. April, love now until the end of January. Love now until the end of January. You might feel kind of like you hit a brick wall with the Chariot in reverse. But there's some ambition comes back. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries comes in. Things could change for the better quickly out of the blue before the end of January. There's an earth sign here too, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. No longer feeling stuck. I think something shifts around your love life before the end of January. You've got a Taurus here. Well, it could be a Taurus, or this could be some sort of a spiritual practice, which you might meet somebody that way. And I hate saying that to people because, it's like I wouldn't go like to church looking to pick up a guy, right? But sometimes, like especially with this card, because it's a spiritual connection, it doesn't have to be church. It could be like I went to take a meditation class, and while I was there, I met, 3 different people. Even if you didn't you met them at the group and nothing else happened, if you continue to go to the group, eventually sometimes you become friends with people. And that could happen with the Hierophant. Anyway, the fucking Aries. Sometimes connections happen in such a bizarre way. Like you could go to meditation group for 3 months, and all of a sudden you realize that you built a friendship with, Joe Schmo. And then all of a sudden that, takes a different route. You know what I mean? But meanwhile, the person could have been there the whole time and you didn't see them. Like that happened with me with the guy that I dated off and on for 8 years. She kept saying to me, it's like you could trip over him in the grocery store, right? We worked together in the grocery store, but he was there the whole time, and I never would have thought that it was him, especially because we had a huge age difference between the two of us, like 10 years. But you don't realize it in the moment when you're I was working with him. But the Hierophant could be, well, I started, I don't know, meditation or going to the rock shop, and this guy works at the rock shop, and I became friends with him. Anyway, no, she's still waiting. It was her ex-husband, and he's with someone else. I forgot who she said she was, but then she comes in here on every live stream. Oh, boy. That's terrible. That's terrible. But look at the energy of that situation. She's waiting for another relationship to end. Forget it. You can't live your life waiting for somebody else to end a relationship, because even if they do end a relationship, doesn't mean that they're coming back to you. You know what I mean? So that's real dangerous, like energy-wise. Man. Mihak 503. What are my big sister, the Capricorn's, feelings about me? She thinks that you hold yourself back. 8 of Swords. She may think that you've hit like a brick wall, or that you hold yourself back, that you have more potential, or you don't give yourself enough credit. I think that she thinks that you hold yourself back. You have much more potential than you give yourself credit for, and that you're much more capable than whatever it is that you do. You sell yourself short, I think. C3. What are Jack's current thoughts and feelings about me? He thinks that you're a hard worker, Eight of Pentacles. Thinks that you're very intuitive, High Priestess. Thinks that you're grounded, stable, sincere, honest, humble, kind, caring. But that you don't take any shit. You know how to stand up for yourself. Sometimes thinks that you hold yourself back. Thinks that you're kind, caring, nurturing, and attractive, and intuitive. Merjan, what are my ex Brandon's intentions towards me? The dog is snoring. He's actually holding himself back. He's got arguments and bickering around him. I don't know if the two of you have had an argument recently with this, but he's holding himself back. I don't know if he feels like the relationship with you doesn't have a lot of potential to be successful. I don't know where you guys are in the situation, but he's holding himself back. He's stuck in the mud, and he feels like a little bit stuck right now. I don't think he's got intentions of things moving forward at this point. Oh, you know what else? You know what the woman that reads my cards used to say? And this used to drive me nuts. I don't remember who it was. It must have been Matt, because this is a long time ago. I don't even know if it works anymore. She used to say, like, if he doesn't answer the phone, star 67 your number. Remember star 67? And I was like, oh, what am I going to do? Bamboozle somebody into talking to me that doesn't want to talk to me? Why would I do that? I can't remember the exact situation, but I remember hearing her say that a couple of times and getting so mad. Star 67 your number. Right, it was star 67 that it would block it so that it would come up as a restricted or a blocked number. If you don't want to talk to me, I'm not going to call you. I never did it. I don't know if it works. I don't know if it still works. I wouldn't do it. April, I don't see the question yet. Let's see. How about Malika? How did Michael feel about the last message I sent him? All right. I don't know what you said to him, but he feels a little bit hurt or a little bit betrayed. But he feels like you guys can either get past it or work through it with the Eight of Pentacles. And that happiness could come in around the situation, but it's delayed. If you're mad at him or something, or you said something that, you know, was like direct, I think he thinks that he's going to be able to smooth things over or fix things or whatever. Oh, star 67 still works. I would never do that. What is that? My pride or my ego that just wouldn't let me do that. Anyway. I mean, I would get so mad that, like, why didn't he want to talk to me? Like, we were friends. But you know what? That he was a real asshole anyhow. But once again, I took a lot of shit from him. But I allowed myself to. Anybody else would have told him to go to hell. Who else here haven't I gotten to? Anybody here that I didn't get to and I'm just not seeing it? No, April, I see the super chat, but I don't see the question. This is driving me nuts. Zara had this problem. Sepia's had the problem. Oh, okay. So if you blocked him, yeah, then that makes sense that he's got the hangman in reverse. He may feel like he's throwing his hands up in the air, like he's not going to get anywhere, so he's just kind of not doing anything. Okay, here it is. April, does this Aries know me since he keeps showing up in my readings? No, I think he's somebody new. No, I think that this is somebody new. I don't think it's somebody that you met before. Okay, YouTube is drunk. But that was happening to Zara earlier. And last night it was Sepia. Mona, what's coming up for me and the Pisces? Okay, let's see. You've got here the Five of Cups. You may be feeling regretful around this situation, or you may feel like it doesn't move forward the way you want it to. You might even lose interest in this situation because you may feel like there's too much, like it's either too inconsistent. I think it's too inconsistent for you. You may lose interest with this person because it's like one day, you know, it's like he's on and the next day he's off. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you may end up losing interest and moving forward with somebody else. You got a Taurus coming in. It's weird, right? I mean, it's been happening too to other people. I don't understand it. Martha X. Why did Stan go out of his way after all of our fighting to communicate and then just distance himself again? Well, he's still angry. So yeah, he's still, it's like he wants to get the last word in. And he's like ambitious and angry. It's like he can't let it go. I don't know what you guys are fighting about, but he's also got anxiety around the situation. Yeah, he can't let it go. I wouldn't be surprised if he does it again. Whatever it is that you guys are arguing about, it's really, it's taking a toll on him. He's not taking it lightly. Shawnee, Corey was in front of my house the other day. I was shocked because he does not come in my area. So what was that about? Has he ever asked you for money? It looks like he may, I don't know what he was doing. He was just standing in front of your house. It looks like he's got issues with money. He may be looking for money. I don't know. Has he ever borrowed money from you? Because it looks like he's looking for money. And I don't know if you've ever given him money before or he thought you could get money for him. I don't know. He didn't say anything to you. That's strange. Bakir. Do you see a future between me and S? Okay, let's see. Yeah, you got potential around that. Yep, there could be. Mel, will Dolores reach out again and apologize after our tower moment today? I'm sure she will. Yeah, she will. She will. It actually looks like you may hear from her out of the blue pretty soon. Pretty. When will the Pisces move towards me? Pisces right now looks really stuck. I wouldn't expect much movement right now, but the sun comes out eventually. May not be until like next spring. I wouldn't sit around waiting for him either. Gabby, please tell me if I'm about to make a mistake if I reach out to him, the Libra, and stop me. All right, am I about to make a mistake? If you're asking that question, you probably already know that you're about to make a mistake. The cards don't indicate that you're about to make a mistake. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. If you want to reach out to him, go for it. April, is Peter depressed? No, I don't think he's depressed. No, I don't think so. April, will my ex, the Taurus, still reach out to me? We talked about life and work in general. I wonder if that blocks me from finding new love. There's nothing romantic, though. No, I don't think that blocks you. I think what blocks you or anybody is when you're waiting around for someone. Like if you were waiting for him, if you were like, I want to be with this Taurus, there's nobody else out there but him, this is the man that I'm supposed to be with, that kind of shit blocks. Because that's like having like tunnel vision for one person, and the energy around it builds a lot of resistance, which then pushes him away. But then on top of that, you're overly focused on this one person and you're not paying attention to who else is around you. I don't think that that's blocking you. No, I don't think that is. Like people, and I have people that will email me and they'll be like, I know that I'm supposed to be with this person. This person is my twin flame. This person won't reply to me because I'm supposed to chase them. That person is blocking. I mean, and you could also block things by being hung up on somebody, right? Like being hung up on, say, a situation where, you know, one of these situations where they're like, oh, well, we'll go out on Wednesday, and then Wednesday comes and they don't show up. And then, okay, then we'll go out on Thursday, but then they show up. And then the next time they don't. And then you're always kind of sitting around waiting for them, kind of a relationship. That can block other people too, because it's like being fixated, ready, willing, and able when they're ready, you know? And then it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to go out with anybody else because he might call. Like that blocks it. So when you end something like that, then life tends to move forward because now nothing is holding you back. You don't have the mindset of, well, you know, because obviously if you intend to go out with somebody on Wednesday night, that's where your head is, right? Because I'm planning on going out. But so that's where your focus is. You know what I mean? You're not making plans with somebody else because your focus is on, and then that person cancels last minute or some kind of bullshit. That when you cut those situations away, that's when other things start to flow. But no, I don't think that this is holding you back. No, I don't think he holds you back, especially because you don't feel romantically attached to him. How about Babisha? I don't think I did this one. Does the Pisces think of me as a potential partner? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, right. Because those situations. Um, what about Angel? How is Elisa feeling about me right now? And when will I see her again? She has a lot of respect for you. She thinks you're creative, talented, hardworking. Um, she thinks you're intuitive, attractive. She thinks things can move forward with the two of you. I think you'll probably see her relatively soon. Maybe within the next week or so. Fairy, what does James think about me as a person? Thinks that you're very ambitious, that you've got a lot of potential or the potential to be very successful. Thinks that you're kind, caring, nurturing, sincere, humble, honest, attractive. Also thinks that you're a little bit spontaneous and adventurous. April, this weekend. Well, you got the Knight of Cups. That could be a love interest. Could be with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. See what happens. Maybe this Aries is going to show up out of the blue when you least expect it. Being guided by the divine. I don't think that this is a bad weekend. I think it's a good weekend. You got cause for celebration. And you've got some stability coming in. Anybody else here that I haven't answered for? Anjali, reading until the end of this year. Okay, let's see. Looks like you got some good justice, good karma coming towards you. You're also maybe taking control of your life. You could be getting a new job. Like you may be putting in a lot of effort to get a new job. There could be a new relationship before the end of this year. I mean, that's pretty soon. But anyway, I mean, being guided by the divine, you have an earth sign coming in that may be brand new energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It also looks like you may have a creative project and you may feel like the hard work you've put into your career is coming back to you. The year could end on a high note for you. God, I hope so. Zira Awi, will S divorce his estranged wife S? Yes, he will. He will. Trinity, May I ask about H and me for January? Um, Things could change for the better for the two of you quickly in January. Passion comes in, stability comes in, good luck comes in around this situation. Um, Communication comes in out of the blue or more of it. Looks like things are going well for you two in January. I do readings by like it's posted on the community page email, and then I do video ones that no one else can see. I just send you a private video, and I do Zoom sometimes. Some people, if someone needs a Zoom meeting. Emily, who's coming towards me in love soon? Yo, you got someone new coming in. You got the Knight of Cups, which is a new love interest. You got a Taurus. You also have the Wands, which is fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You got long-term potential coming in around choices. So if there's somebody around you right now that things are not working, walking away from that person will bring you new opportunities. Or leaving something in the past that doesn't work brings in new opportunities. Kiki, is my anxiety making me think I can't? Of course. Yeah. I mean, look, I would always go consult a doctor, especially because I know that you have asthma. But my brother once, a long time ago, he thought he was having a heart attack, and I was like, it's an anxiety attack. But he went to like a one of those Medi-Stop places because he really thought he was having a heart attack. Anxiety is nothing to screw around with. It's serious. Like your heart beats fast, you sweat. I mean, it's a physical reaction to something. So yeah, you could feel like you can't breathe. You know what? I used to feel like I used to talk so fast I couldn't even catch my breath. Like I would just be so wound up. And then the opposite used to happen to me. Sometimes I would be so wound up on the inside and I would look so calm that I almost scared myself. Like I remember saying to one of my friends, I'm like, you see how calm I look? I'm like, you have no idea what I feel like inside. It's like, fucked up. It is. I'm like, I know that I look calm, but I'm really spinning like a top on the inside. But if you're seriously having issues, I would go to the doctor. Mel, you go close. Thank you. And especially because I know that you have asthma, right? Is that what you told me you have asthma? Yeah, so if you really feel like you're going to have an attack or something, I would go to like one of those health net places or whatever you call them, Medi-Stop places. But I really do think a lot of your issues are stemming from the anxiety that you feel. Have you tried breathing exercises and physical activity? Because I really think that physical activity will help. Oh, you've been taking a break. Okay. What about binaural beats? Have you tried them? Binaural beats should help. Try frequency 528, the frequency of love. That may help with the anxiety. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm going to go, but I'll be back on tomorrow in the afternoon. Maybe like 2 o'clock, something like that. And If anybody needs a private, you can always, oh, you have a doctor's appointment on Monday, okay. But if you're really having trouble breathing, maybe you should go before then. You know what I mean? Or take a hot shower. Sometimes that can help. A hot shower. You know, the humidity. Lungs need humidity. They do well with all that. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all. Have a great night. Bye-bye.